Good morning, guys. I hope you are doing well today. I'm going to do a little review of 8.1 and especially go over some trouble spots that were on IXL. So here we go. 8.1 review. So the first thing that's important is the sum of the interior angles always equals n minus 2 multiplied by 180, where n, this number, represents the number of sides. So you always use this to find the sum of the interior angles. The other thing that is important for this section is that the sum of the exterior angles always equals 360, and that never changes. So when we move on, here is one problem that we struggled with on IXL. So there's 3 problems I'm going to go over. First one, the diagram shows a convex polygon. There we go. And the question is, what is the sum of the exterior angles, one at each vertex of this polygon? Well, we know that it says the sum of the exterior angles. We know the sum of the exterior angles is always what number? It is always 360 degrees. So number 1 was the sum of the exterior angles. Well, we know it's always 360 degrees. Okay, moving on to number 2. So number 2, when we look at this diagram, it shows a convex polygon. And the question asked is, what is the value of x? So the first thing you look at, is it referring to interior or exterior angles? So hopefully you said interior angles. So we cannot solve for x until we know what the sum of the interior angles should be. And that should always equal n minus 2 multiplied by 180. So if you want to pause for a second and go through this problem, pause the video, but I'm going to continue on. So n minus 2, where n represents the number of sides, count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I plug in 8 minus 2 times by 180, and this is the sum of what all of those should add up to equal. Now I can move on and set all of those values, this plus this plus this plus this plus this plus this plus this and plus this, to equal the sum of the interior angles I just solved for. So now I go through, I combine all like terms. So 1080 should equal, from this I get 10x, and when I add all these together and subtract those that I need to, I get 360. So when I move on, I have to solve this by subtracting 360 first, and that gives me 720 equals 10x. Last step is divide by 10 on both sides, and x should equal 72. So again, to solve these problems, ask yourself, is it interior or exterior? If it's interior, know the sum of the interior angles, set it up, and solve. Next one. So number 3, the last problem on this was the diagram shows a regular polygon. Regular means that all sides will be the same length and all angles will be the same length, the same degree. So it asks you, what is the value of x? So is it referring to interior or exterior angles? That's what you always ask yourself, interior or exterior. So you should have said it's an interior angle. So that tells me I use my same equation I've done before, n minus 2 multiplied by 180. The next step is count the number of sides. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 minus 2 multiplied by 180 gives me a sum of 720. If it is a regular polygon, all angles are the same. So all of these kind of represent an x because it's all the same value. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 angles. So 720 should equal 6x. 6 of these because they're all the same value. Then divide by 6 on both sides and your x should equal 120. Make sure you go through these, review them, because you will have a quiz tomorrow, Friday, and it is open and available to you from 8 to 10 p.m. Please post any questions on Teams if you have them, and I will answer you, or a classmate should be able to explain these.